Hello everybody, this is Hervé Ballot. Welcome to this time to open our hearts and our minds to the infinite. Yoga is an ancient science of self and God realization. Yoga is a Sanskrit word meaning oneness, union or unity. It refers to the bringing together of our attention, our awareness, to abide and to rest in our own essential spiritual nature. Yoga is knowing, studying, making experience of our spiritual nature and living in harmony with it. So today we're gonna study the 4 objectives of life that are called Purusharta, that encounter for Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. So the first is Dharma, the laws of nature that govern the entire universe. And the first 2 are Yama and Niyama, the abstentions and also the things to do, the observances of the 4 limbs of yoga, for yoga definition. Remember Yama and Niyama. Then you have the law of karma. We'll explain this a bit later on the podcast. Law of karma is a cause-action, so every action has a cause as an effect. The law of cause and effect. Then you have the law of gravity, where we grows on our planet, that has created all our planet and the way we function and our body on this planet. Then the law of attraction, very important. We'll talk about it later too. Law of attraction states that our mind gets reflected on the primordial state of nature, and then everything that is around us and that manifests around us is caused by our state of mind. And it's the whole ethic order in which we can have the pleasure of life, the richness, and also the power. Paulo Coelho was talking about your personal story. He was telling about this guy who made a long search of his identity by long travels for years, and at the end of the day he just realized that his story was just in his own street. In the Mahabharata, which is an allegoric epopee, which is a part of the Veda, it gets strongly affirmed that who sustains the Dharma gets sustained by the Dharma, while if you don't respect the Dharma, then you get crushed by Dharma. So it's better to live also not completely with errors your own Dharma, instead of being very good and very efficient to live somebody else's Dharma. So some people sometimes get the impression that their life got stolen, so they didn't live the life they wanted to live, but they were living the life that somebody else compelled to live. Faith is the trust in the Dharma, the divine order of the universe. So first, Dharma, the laws of nature that govern the universe. Second, Artha, richness, which is all the instruments and technology that are available to us to realize the Dharma. It could be money. Money is an energy. This energy can be used for good goals, to help the others, to elevate us, to do good around us, instead of just for the sake of the ego, just feed the ego. So you have the technology, and this podcast, for example, is technology. It is a cellular phone, it could be internet, it could be a nice car, a nice home. And having Artha, richness, is not being against universal laws, because the universe is proposing it to us. What changes is how we use it, and with what intention, and how is our heart in this development. So it's what the Paramahansa said: you have to live anyway, why don't you live the highest way? Third, Kama, which is how you face your desires. How can you give price to your desires? It's not the negative desires that create an infinite chain of pain, delusions, but it's the energy, the enthusiasm that allows us to realize our Dharma with passion. It is the desire, the positive desire that sustains every action. It is enthusiasm that sustains the self-discipline. So it is the pleasure and how to live joyfully, to accomplish joyfully. Harmonious development has to satisfy pleasure of the senses in their various aspects, but you have to transcend them without to lose sight of your own divine essence. In this way, the sin doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the ignorance of our own essence and the fact of acting and behaving in this state of ignorance and all the actions that derive from that. Fourth, it's moksha, liberation. The liberation from the cycle of incarnation, if you believe in reincarnation, liberation from the body, powerful, flexible body that is in good shape, in good health, through physical yoga, the asana, like was doing Babaji in his private practice, or in still doing it. And of course, liberation from slavery of ego. Then we can recognize and make experience of what we are and what we've ever been. One in God and with God. It's living free in the world, unburdened by patterns of the mind and the body. Living free. It's living efficiently in the world without being of the world. That is to say, without being identified by what we do and where we are. So, how can we imagine how would an illuminated person live? How does a saint or a sage live? What does he do? He lives in joy. He lives in kama, which is the joy, but the kama is not only what we have remembered of it, which is the Kama Sutra, just the physical pleasure, but all the pleasure that sustain the self-discipline. Then you have Artha, the richness, all the instruments, all the technology, everything that the universe offers us to live in this planet, which is a very big richness to be incarnated in a human being, human body, with a human mind on planet Earth. Then moksha, liberation. In this respect, Paramahansa Yogananda said, the saint sad is a sad saint. So he meant you need to live joyfully without taking life too seriously. Well, we can meditate on this, think on this, and namaste, joy to all. Let us now prepare and direct towards our daily meditation. Sitting comfortably with back upright without leaning, shoulders get down low and relaxed, nape of the neck long but without tension, gaze to the third eye, the Kutashta, the yin tang for Chinese, tongue in Ardha Keshari Mudra, pointing gently on soft palate. Let us go our breathing to its natural rhythm without controlling it. Now, let's get inside. Let's open our hearts and our minds to the infinite, to pure consciousness, omnipresence. One life, one presence, one power, one unique reality that is called by many names. Consciousness, God, Lord, Ishvara, Allah, Jehovah, Rama, Satamanaha, experiencing as you, as me, as everyone and everything that is in the universe. This reality is the source, the support and the substance of all that is. We are immersed in it. It is in us, around us, between us. We acknowledge that right here, where we are, right now, this reality is fully present. Let us recognize and remember that we are like waves on the surface of this ocean of divine consciousness. When we meditate, we return our attention and awareness to abide in that oneness consciousness, recognizing our essential nature. Let's simply move our attention from the periphery of our awareness into the depth of ourselves. Let's put our attention and awareness back at the core of our being, back as waves return to the ocean. Let's become aware of our breath. Notice its natural flow without controlling it. Producing inhalation, exhalation. Breathing in, chant the mantra Hong, breathing your attention within to the energy that goes up. Breathing out, so. Let's go any thought or concept of separation. Observe and leave thoughts and feelings rising and move into the mind and pass away without listening to them anymore. Whenever thoughts, physical sensation in the body or noises in the environment might distract your attention, gently turn back to the observation of the mantra Hong So. Hong, breathing in, the energy gets up. So. Let us now detach our attention from mantra and the movement of energy, prana, chi. Take consciousness of your physical body, of its contact and mass on the ground. Breathe deeply in, then a profound whisper. Peace emanates from the essence of our being and pervades the mental field, our emotional nature, and our physical bodies. When we carry this portable peace with us, anywhere we go, like said Paramahansa Yogananda, slowly, gently, when you are ready, open your eyes. As we abide in this peace now, let it overflow as blessing for all beings everywhere. Let your inner light shine into the world, and remember to bring in the silence of your heart peace and joy to all that you meet. Namaste.